Now, how about them damn Celtics?
All right, we're back with another Boston Celtics video. Today, we're talking about Max Schulga. Noah Dalzell put it out. Celtics have officially signed Schulga to his two-way contract, second-round pick, 57th overall pick for the Celtics. Now on the team via a two-way contract. Probably going to spend most of his year in Maine, but we can talk about that as well. But the Celtics officially signed Schulga.
As we would have all probably guessed after the draft. I mean, I guess there's no guarantee that the second rounders get signed, but going into Summer League, we all felt it was going to be Amari Williams, Shulga, and also Miles Norris taking up the two-way spots going into next season. That's what it's looking like right now. Shulga was, and I know you have thoughts about this, impressive and unimpressive at the same time in Summer League. When they drafted him, all we knew was he's somebody who's supposed to be able to shoot the ball and play defense. He certainly brought it on defense. He was an intense bulldog type player the entire run in Vegas. He was picking up guys at half court and beyond. He was the epitome of somebody you did not want to see if you were on the opposing team. Offensively, he had some misses. He had some bad misses, and he did not shoot anywhere near what we would have expected him to shoot from three, which is going to be an area he needs to grow in Maine. There's no real route for him to join the Celtics in the NBA without that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was very concerned about the Schulga shooting at Summer League. I was less concerned, similarly to the way I wasn't super concerned about Baylor Shireman. I think Schulga did a lot of other things well. Obviously, he's a scrawnier guard, so he's going to have to find ways to make up for that at the defensive end. I think there could be a pathway for him to be a TJ McConnell type defender where he's just kind of a nuisance. Like there are examples of guards like Max Schulga, built like Max Schulga, who have found success in the NBA. Obviously, like you mentioned, he's going to have to be a better shooter. TJ McConnell's a very rare example of a guy who's not a great shooter that is effective at the NBA level. But in terms of purely defensively, I think Schulga can have an impact as a backcourt pass, picking up full court, drawing charges. He drew one or two, maybe a couple in Summer League. So that was fun to watch unfold. Overall, I think that he's going to be good. I'm a Schulga fan. I think he played well at Summer League for the Celtics outside of the three-point shot. He was a very consistent three-point shooter in college, though, so I'm not super worried about that. I'll take the sample size from 4 years of college ball over 6 games or 5 games of Summer League. But I think the most important thing to come out of this is not that it's a good thing that JD Davison's gone, but with the departure of JD Davison, Max Schulga will almost certainly get the chance to be the full-time point guard up in Maine. And if not the full-time point guard, a full-time starter up in Maine, getting heavy minutes at the 1 or the 2 as a combo guard, perhaps. So I think that'll be great for his development.
Yeah, and like we kind of touched on it after Summer League when we went through it, discussed each guy on the team, but his playmaking was like the biggest whoa that we all experienced watching those games. Like his game against Miami where he had 8 assists, no turnovers, was unbelievable. Did a great job in the pick and roll, showcased a wide range of dime dropping abilities, throwing lobs, nice bounce passes, remaining patient when he would drive to the paint and just letting the defense make bad reads and then punishing them for doing so. With that being said, like his entire Summer League, he was like that. He didn't turn the ball over hardly at all. His assist to turnover ratio was really good. And I think that bodes well for at least a successful run up in Maine. Like, there will be more opportunity. You make a great point about JD Davison not being there next year. Maybe it's a really big avenue for Schulga to grow as somebody who's going to have the ball in his hands in spurts while also being like a firecracker defender that's going to be just a menace for opposing teams. That'll be one of the biggest storylines to watch, I think, from Maine this year. Like, he really is exciting. I know you have, like, super strong feelings about him, but he didn't discourage me in Summer League despite some bad misses, which I honestly don't even know. Like, do you think that had anything to do with nerves? Probably a little bit. Like,
maybe a
do
little
these
nervous.
guys even get nerves? That's the weird
I don't
part.
know. Maybe a little nerves, maybe a little just like you miss a couple shots, then you're thinking about it, right? And that's the last thing you could do. Like if you miss one shot badly, like there's one air ball, the best thing you could do is forget about it. But the human nature response is, oh shit, I just airballed. I have to make sure I can't airball the next one. You start thinking about the shot. And once you start thinking about your shot, it's just not going to go in, right? Like that's when everything falls to shit. You're muted. I don't know if you're trying to actually talk, but
Nothing important. I was just like, oh yeah, you hit the side of the backboard. It just keeps getting worse. The
exactly.
nerves get worse.
You just think about your shot, and once you start thinking about your form, then you're not actually just shooting confidently, and it devolves from there. Regardless, like I trust the fact that he shot 39% across 4 years of college, around 5 attempts a game. Like that is the real sample size, not 5 games where he shot 20 something percent, right? Like I bet you could find any 5 game stretch in his collegiate career where he shot 20% from three over a 5 game stretch, but then you can find a 5 game stretch where he shot 60%, right? Like that's just kind of how it works. And the fact that the averages came out to 39 make me confident. I thought he was really good as a ball handler. I think that was my favorite part. Like he's very comfortable getting in the lane, kicking out. There was very little panic from him when he drew 2 defenders. He knew exactly where his teammates were at all times, kicking out. The 8 assist game you mentioned against Miami, no turnovers, was great. I think he finished summer league averaging like 3.8, almost 4 assists, and 0.6 turnovers a game. Like that's phenomenal, right? Like obviously, if you can keep that up at the G League level, it's pretty damn good moving forward. I thought he was a pretty good finisher in the lane once he found his rhythm. He finished some nice and ones. I like the way he picked up full court defensively. I think him and Amari Williams will have a chance to develop some chemistry up in Maine, as will Ugo. I think those three will probably spend a lot of time with the Maine Celtics this year, developing and honing in on their skills. So that'll be a good trio there. Hayden Gray going to be up there as well. It sounds like we could get a couple other Maine guys. Jalen Bridges is signed for training camp. He could be someone. Aaron Scott as well, signed for training camp, could be somebody who ends up in Maine. So you can see the Maine roster forming a little bit. And I think Max Schulga is obviously going to be a feature piece considering he's in a 2-way contract.
Yeah, Maine should be as interesting of a watch as it's been. I mean, I know they've been very good over the past 2 seasons, but now it feels more important than ever that some of these guys take strides towards being rotation pieces, as we've seen the Celtics. I mean, Luke Cornett was a Maine Celtics project, even though he bounced around a bit, including like being traded here, left, came back. He eventually blossomed into the guy that ended up signing with the Spurs, who made 11 million, 10 million annually, whatever the official final number was. But he was a real impact player for the Celtics because they did a good job of developing him. Those are the sorts of players Boston's going to need to land or to add to their rotation in order to be competitive, or at least like at the highest possible level, while still dealing with the penalties of the CBA, because it's just the easiest way to get cheap contracts. Like to get cheap rotation players, you have to like make them at home. It's almost like real life, like making food. Like it's cheaper if you make your own, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and for context, I'm very high on Shulga. Yes, I don't think Shulga is going to be this fucking NBA superstar, right? Like, it's all within context. Being high on a late second-round pick means I think they have a chance to turn into an NBA player. I think Shulga has a chance to turn into an NBA player. Do I think it's definite? No, he wasn't like. There's a reason he wasn't a lottery pick. I'm not like going over the top with it, but based on what I saw at summer league, based on what he did in college, like I can see the vision for him developing into somebody who could give you NBA minutes. Again, in order for that to happen, he's going to have to be more consistent beyond the 3-point line. He's going to have to continue this high assist, low turnover game. He's probably going to have to put on a little bit of muscle so he can at least compete on the defensive end or develop into this Derek White-esque defender who's scrawny but makes it work. But I don't really think he's that level of athlete like Derek White. So it's probably just the case of put on a little muscle. However, I think he's capable of doing all those things, and so therefore, I'm high on his potential to reach the point of being an NBA rotation player. But I'm not saying it's going to be this season, not even saying it's going to be next season, but I see the vision. I like what I saw in Max Schulga, and 2-way contract. So let us know what you guys think about Max Schulga moving forward. It is a bit odd that we haven't gotten the Amari Williams announcement yet. I'm assuming that's probably coming in the coming days. It's probably just a matter of agents figuring things out or doing stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like maybe his agent's on vacation. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Let us know what you think about Max Schulga. Leave a like, subscribe, and all that same. Take it out.
Hey, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment. Let us know how you feel about Max Schulga, and subscribe to the channel because we are here every single day with new content. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Other videos like these are up here in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. When the season starts back up again, we will be doing the game recaps, so be ready. We're on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and game recaps up there, so if you want those, follow. They will go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Send them in. Anything you got. Recs, rat list, doesn't matter. hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's Jack's My NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Taco, come on.
Taco's having some fun here.
That is bogus! These guys are ridiculous!